Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Hey, how's everybody doing out there in in the world of Rush? Rush, yes, these guys, not these guys. But yeah. Anyways, cheers, happy Sunday. I'm playing a rare Sunday gig today, so I'm doing this and getting this out early so I can take off to Niagara Falls and apparently get rained on again. We got rained on uh, in May. It was absolutely coldest day in May. It was the end of May, and it was like 6 degrees out. I had my full parka on, my toque, and we got downpoured on. Luckily, the stage is very well covered, and we could still play and not get wet or anything, or equipment get wet or anything like that, which was great. But yeah, we're doing that today. Niagara Fiesta Festival, Niagara Fiesta Extravaganza. I gotta get it right here. Um, one of a bunch of Filipino festivals we're playing as Bridge on Fire, and actually Keep the Faith is playing one in September as well. So and Keep the Faith played one in Harborfront not long ago, as we hear the rain falling. Anyways, does anyone who's a diehard know the song that I just played? If you do, know the song, you know that Rush is coming. It's going to be Rush Week in Toronto, in the Toronto area, for all my friends who are rabid and dying to see this band. Yes, and lots of controversy about the drummer until we all heard her play, and then now it's like commonplace that she's the drummer for Rush, and Annika Niles is the drummer for Rush. But it is Rush Week, and for the next 2 weeks, I guess. I'm not seeing Rush until August 11th, which is a week this Tuesday. And I'm just really, I guess it's kind of a lottery right now what sets they're gonna play. You know, I'm hoping I haven't been watching. I still have been true. I haven't watched any videos of like I did with Triumph. I haven't watched any videos, or scroll right by the live stuff. I scroll right by the people that for some reason like to post the set list and ruin it for everybody. Depending on the show, I will look at the set list, because sometimes I'll go to a band that I'm not 100% familiar with the catalog, so I will take a look at the set list, because you kind of want to know if you're going to waste the first half of your set on filler material, which happens unfortunately in shows, and it happens to bands that don't have a catalog of hits, right? And a ton of hits, right? So it happens. But anyhow, Rush is playing this week. God, I got a lot of water coming down. I guess everyone's getting up in the house. Rush is playing this week. I am so looking forward to it. I just hope Geddy's got his voice issues over and done with. But something, who cares? We get to see the band that we grew up with. I've seen Rush a few times back in the day, and never really watched them past the entire keyboard stage of the Grace Under Pressure years and the Presto years and all that. Didn't Unfortunately for us diehards that were into the guitar stuff and into the I guess the first 5 albums, we kind of shunned the keyboard stuff, and when they started to change. And but Rush evolved. I mean, one for there's some bands that stay in the same lane, I guess you could call it. But Rush evolved and changed for every album to album. Every album's got a little bit of a difference to it, and a little bit of a defines an era of the band. The first album was nothing like what they played on the second album, Fly By Night, and Fly By Night into Caress of Steel, which was their scariest album because they almost broke up at that time, but then they stuck to their guns and played and stayed to their true prog type roots and played recorded 2112, which was just took them over the top, and they basically could do whatever they want after that, right? So but anyhow, yeah, I think there's going to be a huge catalog. Like you guys who looked at the set list or have seen the band already know this already, but I'm going to keep it a surprise. I just hope they play my favorite songs, which they probably will because they're more instrumental songs, and I think they got to save the vocals for and they'll play a lot of instrumental songs, but I don't know, we'll see, and that'll be coming up. But just kudos to them for sticking at it, staying healthy, and getting out there and giving fans what they want, and giving a nice tribute to Neil, who is obviously looking down upon them right now, and probably very well approved of Annika, right? So anyhow, Farewell to Kings, as far as that was the song I played, by the way. It's amazing that younger people and the age group that loves this band now. My son would have spent a huge astronomical amount of money, well, as much as he could afford. He said to play, and luckily we got tickets for a good price before they skyrocketed. So he said he had to see Rush for that reason. I have a bunch of students, or two students in particular, who are Rush fanatics, and I teach them in a band class right now, and we're playing Farewell to Kings, and we've played quite a few songs together, Gavin and Liam and I. We've played, over the years, Spirit of Radio was actually without Gavin, and then we played Tom Sawyer. We just playing The Trees in the last show we played in June, and we played The Trees, and we played Xanadu. We played Anthem. We played 2112 Overture, into Temples of Syrinx, Closer to the Heart. We opened one of our shows with Closer to the Heart when Neil passed away. Yeah, so at a time when we first started our music school, we could barely get our students to play Mustang Sally type songs, or very basic tunes, and now we're gravitated to. We've already played La Villa and YYZ a few times at our shows, and No Train Wrecks, and we got through it all. It's amazing the kids are still playing that, and my two fanboys, Liam and Gavin, are both going to see Rush. I think Gavin's going the same night I am, but kudos to the kids. They're out there playing Rush and killing it, basically. And it's just such great to see. Musicianship is all still there, and one of the greatest bands ever, and greatest bands to come out of Canada, greatest bands to attack the whole prog scene, and really looking forward to it. What else do we got going on? I'm actually seeing two concerts before I see Rush. This is concert season, so I'm seeing Foo Fighters this week, as well as Guns N' Roses this week. I think I'm more excited to see Rush, but those two bands, I've never seen Foo Fighters before, and I've seen Guns N' Roses quite a few times because it's one of my wife's favorite bands, so we see them basically whenever they come. Since the Not in This Lifetime tour, I think we have seen them 3 times, maybe this might be the fourth time after then, not as unless we. Anyway, they were all all except the last one where they came to Sky Dome. They were all out of town. Saw Ottawa and Charlotte, North Carolina, and then we saw them at the Dome in Toronto, Rogers Center, and this time I believe it's at Rogers Stadium, which I'm being careful about how I comment on that. I don't think the venue is the greatest, but people seem to think it's okay. Venues are great in Toronto. Ins and outs are not. When you get, how to get there, how to park your car, how to take the transit, and how to basically survive the crowds at the end of the night. We went to Motley Crue, and we took off before the last song was over because it's so hard to get out of the amphitheater in Toronto. It's and there were so many people there. It was most people I've ever seen there, and they basically ferry everybody onto one bridge over the highway. 15,000 people going over a wooden bridge that's shaking, like this. Actually, goes over the lakeshore, not the highway. But yeah. Couple great concerts coming up, and I think I got 4 concerts this in August, and the last one is Iron Maiden on August 29th, which I'll be doing shows about all these guys. I'll review unless next week I'll review the Foo Fighters and the Guns N' Roses show. I'm gonna have to sign off because I gotta get going to a gig and pack all this stuff up. One Guitar Geek note though. If you go watch the Seneca College video of Farewell to Kings, that's just look up live Farewell to Kings or Farewell, and you see this really, they're wearing the red kimonos and stuff like that. But Alex's 355 in that video looks phenomenal, sounds phenomenal, and I really would love to be able to afford to buy the reissue that Epiphone's got out right now because it's such a beautiful looking guitar. But I don't think it will look any better than how it looks on that video. It just looks like this great machine. I brought my hollow body out just to sort of approximate that sound that he gets, but I don't know. He gets that certain sound with a hollow body into a Marshall, and that's Alex. Anyways, love Alex. I think he's playing that Epiphone copy live. I don't know yet because I haven't watched any videos. Anyways, guys, have a great Sunday. Do I have any shout-outs? Shout out to my friend Brad Smith, whose birthday is today, and Brent Wilson, teacher of ours, who has a birthday today, and posthumously my father-in-law, Dennis Cassavy, birthday anniversary today. So basically, a lot of birthdays on August 2nd. Happy August, everybody. Half the summer is technically over. Actually, more than half if you count June as summer. Anyhow, have a good one, guys. Enjoy. See ya. Bye-bye.